Welcome back to my channel, dope ladies and gentlemen. So today we're going to be talking about to bleach your natural hair or not to bleach your natural hair. The first thing that I want to talk about is what is bleach? Bleach is an oxidative agent. It's usually made from ammonia or hydrogen peroxide. They're typically mixed together. What bleaching is going to do is it's going to raise the hair cuticles to remove the color of pigment from the hair shaft, which also removes the hair's moisture. It's an irreversible process. And don't forget, the darker the hair, the longer the bleaching process. Therefore, resulting in leaving the hair more dry, brittle, and porous. Now that we went over what bleaching is and what it does, let's go ahead and talk about my experience. I decided that I wanted to be brand new, and I just wanted to have a brand new style. Since I was getting my breast augmentation, I was like, why don't I just change my hair too and just be completely new? Well, that happened. So I went to Lisa Hair and Makeup in Las Vegas. Before I go any further, I really want to talk to you guys about this. Lisa took very, very good care of my hair. She watched it, she cared for it, and she too is a natural. My hair just can't take bleach. So before we go on, I'm not bashing her, I'm not saying anything negative to her, or I'm not even mad towards her. I'm more mad at myself, and I'm mad that I decided to use bleach. Okay, moving forward, when I first got my hair done, I loved it. Now before I got it done, I was freaking out. I really didn't want my hair to break. Like, I didn't want to have breakage because I've been natural for 3 years, and I didn't know if it was worth it. But I kept looking at all these pictures, and of course I gave in. After I ended up having my hair bleached, I really, really loved the color. It was perfect for summer. But I started to notice breakage probably about 2 months in. And the way I noticed it is because I would always put my hair up in a bun. But when I put it in a bun, I had to start using a bobby pin on the back or in the back of my hair. Throughout this time, my hair started feeling more dry. I could see the curl pattern changing, and even my baby hairs up front were breaking off as well. I talked to my mom, and she told me that she saw breakage in the middle of my hair as well. I could tell the difference between the thickness of my hair when it was virgin hair versus when I bleached it. My hair was a lot more thin, and I want to show you guys where I experienced the breakage. And because of the breakage, I had to cut my hair this past week just to even it out. The breakage was just really, it was a lot of breakage. So, if I lift my hair up, alright. So a lot of it came from here. Hopefully you guys can see that. A lot of breakage. And I know that it broke because of the bleach. Because this is all new growth. The only part that broke off was the bleached areas. See back here too. This all broke off. And for those of you who know me, if you check out my videos prior, my hair was not that short in the back. My hair was probably about this long, but I had to cut it last night, and now it is about this long. So I did cut about 1 to 2 inches off of my hair. I'm not gonna lie, at first I really loved the color, and I was gonna go back in April, or I was gonna go back this month and get my roots touched up. Then I started looking at old pictures when my curls were untouched, and I started to miss my curls. And then after that, basically I decided to not get my hair alone. The major things that I noticed: breakage, thinning, and the change of my curl pattern. When I first got my hair bleached, I really liked the curl pattern, that it loosened up a bit. Then after time, I felt like it kept loosening up, and it wasn't as curly or as bouncy as it used to be at one point. I will definitely say I do regret bleaching my hair, because I've spent so much time taking care of my hair and really making sure that it's healthy, and basically it took only 4 months for my hair to receive damage, and you know, I've been natural for 3 years, so 4 months is nothing. But again, you know what? We live and we learn. I definitely have learned from this. I did dye my hair, as you guys can see, black. myself. I went to Cosmoprof because I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I dyed it and then I cut my hair so it looks a lot healthier and a lot fuller. And so when my hair starts growing out, I will start seeing my original curl pattern. These past few weeks have been really hard for me, only because I did not want to cut my hair. But the question is, would we rather have long damaged hair, or would we rather cut a few inches off and have healthy hair? Because at the end of the day, what is good hair? Healthy hair is good hair. Now, of course, I know there's a lot of you out there that have seen my video, me and Lace's video with her bleaching my hair, and honestly, go for it. If you want to bleach your hair, go for it. But I'm really big on telling you guys the truth. I'm really big on being honest with you guys, and I have to be honest with you guys. I would not recommend bleach for anybody's hair, especially if it's curly, because the more coarse your hair is, the more time that bleach has to break down your cuticle, has to break down that melanin because it's so thick. So therefore it's going to be a longer process, therefore resulting in the bleach sitting on your hair longer. And I also want you guys to know, she used 20 vol on me, which is nothing. That's 2 levels up, and my hair still received really bad damage. Hopefully I can pull out a baby hair here. So as you guys can see, I have a lot of, do you see the breakage? It really happened around my baby hairs and then around the nape of my neck, which is very interesting. And then of course the breakage in the middle of my head, which I did notice as well. So like I said before, and I know me doing this video, you guys have to try it yourself. You have to go through it yourself, and I totally understand that. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some things you're going to want to consider before actually going and bleaching your hair. First things first, your porosity. Bleach makes your hair more porous because you're stripping the melanin out of your hair, basically leaving your shaft bare. If you have high porosity hair, it's only going to make it even higher. Therefore, it's going to result in moisture loss, and it's going to be hard to retain moisture. And I can speak on this personally. It was hard for me to retain moisture because my hair would be dry within like 3 to 4 days. And I'm the type, I'm always on the go, so I only do condition my hair about once a week, okay? So that's something to consider if you want to bleach your hair. If you already have high porosity hair, it's not something that's recommended, especially if you don't have a lot of time on your hands to take care of your hair and add the protein and nutrients that your hair needs. No matter what bleach you use, it's going to have some type of damage to your natural hair. That is just a fact. We can't get around that because it's irreversible and it's a chemical. It's a chemical treatment on your natural hair. It strips your hair of its melanin. And that's one thing that I'm trying to stress to you guys. Second, hair texture. Coarse hair takes more processing than finer hair, whether it's color, relaxing, or heat. Therefore, resulting in it's going to take more time to break down the hair, which can result in your hair splitting or snapping off at the ends. Next, you want to consider the current state of your hair. If you already relaxed your hair, if you do a lot of heat styling to your hair, it's not going to be beneficial for you to bleach your hair on top of that. It's just going to be creating more damage on your hair. This is a big one. It depends on your hair goals. And I'm going to speak on this a little bit in depth. One of the main reasons why I regret bleaching my hair, the color was beautiful, but my curls were not the same. When I look back on my virgin curls, they're bouncy, they're full, and they're perfect. And my hair is just so full. But with bleaching, it thinned my hair out, and it changed the pattern of my curl. And you can only really tell when it's your hair. You can't, like a lot of you couldn't tell that I had heat damage, but I could tell every day I looked at my hair. I could tell. And I'm sure now that I cut it, you guys are able to tell a difference. It looks a lot healthier and a lot fuller. Now, for your hair goals, my hair goal now is no bleach, all virgin. I want to have healthy hair because for me, healthy hair is good hair, and now I understand that. If your main hair goal is growing your hair out while retaining length, don't even bleach your hair, period. But it's true, guys. When you bleach your hair, it's going to be even harder for you to retain moisture because your ends start breaking and snapping at the ends, okay? So that's very important, you guys. Next, your current routine. If you're already lazy as hell, don't bleach your hair, because bleached hair or dyed hair needs more love than virgin hair does. Bleaching typically needs conditioning and protein treatments. You're also going to want to pay attention to the protein moisture balance. And also you might have to do a product change. I had to. I remember I had to go buy Olaplex. Thankfully they sent it to me as a gift, but it was more money out of my pocket. And honestly, 4 months later, I just had to cut my hair off. So with all this information that I've given to you guys, you want to really ask yourself, is it worth it? To me at the time it was worth it and I was feeling myself, but now looking back, I wish I never did it. And now I'm relieved that I've cut at least a lot of the dead hair off. This still has to grow out, but honestly, it's off to a good start. Like I said before, this is about the bleach. This is not about the colors. This is about the bleach and the effects that bleach has on natural hair. I'm not here to sugarcoat things for you guys. I'm here to tell the truth, and that's why you guys follow my channel. There's a lot of natural hair gurus, and I can attest to this. Not me personally, but I've seen it. They'll dye their hair, and it'll be beautiful and big, and all of a sudden they do their big chop, and we're all wondering why. And then they just say, well, they wanted a fresh start. Well, that's a lie. What happened was the bleach damaged their hair and they didn't want to tell anybody. And I can understand. It's hard. This is a hard process for me. Like, I really did not know what to do for a few weeks and I was freaking out. And honestly, like, I just had to cut the dead hair off. Do I miss my length? Yeah, of course I do. I'm not used to this length, but it's awesome because at the end of the day, guys, this is still our natural hair journey and we have to embrace every step of the way. So don't forget to embrace it, love it, and grow from it. I hope this video really helped you guys decide to bleach my hair or to not bleach my hair. That is the question. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Oh, and one more thing, very exciting. So, I will be doing my first giveaway April 20th. I'm not going to show you guys the products, but they're amazing products, guys. And I'm going to give you one hint. I use their line all the time. I'm completely obsessed with it. So if you guys want to see what I'm giving away next week, don't forget to tune in next Friday. And please turn on your notifications. So make sure you guys share this video with all your girlfriends. To bleach my hair or to not bleach my hair? That is the question. Alright, dope ladies and gentlemen, until next time. And don't forget, stay dope.